Hey guys, Ash from Being SWENGLISH here, and you've no doubt seen the news in that the UK has been added now to a no travel corridor from Sweden. And of course, with Brexit kicking in on the 31st and the end of the transition period, it means that the UK is no longer in the EU, and that means that it's non-EU as far as travel into Sweden's concerned. And that means Brits can't travel to Sweden right now. It's looking like this is going to be a long old road ahead where friends and family of Brits like me are not going to be able to visit us in Sweden. And that is really sad. You know, it's really hard to come to grips with that, especially when you've got a little child as we have. I've got a little 4-year-old and he hasn't seen his grandma now for, it will be almost 6 months. And it's really sad because trying to explain to him that they want to come, but they can't, whilst also not telling him about the pandemic. I don't want my boy to know about this coronavirus. I don't want him to know about the pandemic or travel restrictions or any of this stuff going on, because I think it could be highly damaging. I think it's different with an older kid who can watch the news and they can hear things from other people. But for a 3.5, 4-year-old, it's very different. They're not subject to that kind of press and media scaremongering. They're not needing to filter out the real from the false. They're not having discussions about it with anybody. You know, they care about Thomas the Tank Engine and cars and, you know, what's next for, you know, watch on YouTube in terms of Peppa Pig and stuff. And I think, isn't that lovely? So why poison them with this horrible shit that's going on this year, this pandemic? And I think also the older kids I worry for, because this could lead to massive raised levels of OCD and just concern about life in general, as if young, late age kids and young teenagers don't have enough to worry about. It's even worse than thinking about, you know, being worried about touching their friends because they might get this disease that might kill them. I think it's so heavily damaging. And so I think if you've got kids, just think twice before involving them or engaging them in this too much. Separate them from it as much as you can, whilst also, of course, making sure that they're aware of being careful. But, you know, our little boy, he knows, as far as I'm concerned or aware, he knows nothing about this. And that's the way I want to keep it, really. So when his grandma and grandpa can't come over and visit, it's because the plane is broken down. It's going to take them probably 3 months to fix it. But, you know, with the thing to do here really is lots of video calls, keep regular contact, because kids of 1 to 4, 5 years old forget people. Sadly, they do. You know, they remember them when they see them, but they become and they get very shy. And so it's really important to do as many video calls as you can, if not every other day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Hey, what did you do today? Oh, that's good. Show me your latest toy. Show me your trains. You know, it's that continued contact that keeps them familiar. And that's essential, because if you leave it for more than a couple of weeks, they forget these people. And it's the grandma, you know, and grandpa. You can't. And this extends beyond grandma and grandpa, uncles, aunties, and friends of the family as well. So just make sure you keep that contact really, really regular, and that keeps them with the memories. And of course, even little things like cards. And my mum sends my little boy a care package every now and then, a box full of things, sweets and toys, and a few treats for him. And that means a lot to him, you know, when you say, Grandma sent you a box of presents, yay! And also reassurance that they will come, you know, they will be here soon. And, you know, I think that's really important as well. But it's a horrible situation, not just for kids, but also for the parents as well. You know, I haven't seen my best friends. They haven't seen my house, my new house I moved into, since we moved here. In fact, they haven't visited for the year since I moved over here. My mum's been here once, which is great, but once in a year because of this ridiculous pandemic that's going on. So I really just hope this remedies itself very soon, because it's times like now where we're starting to reduce the amount of working we're doing, getting ready for the festive period, and then, of course, struggling through the whole Christmas period without your friends and family around you. Obviously, I've got great friends over here, but they're not the friends that I've known all my life. in the UK, and that is really, really hard to get through, because you just sometimes want a cuddle from your friends. But anyway, however you're surviving, keep surviving. We will get through this shit, and 2021 can't be any worse than this year, can it? I hope. We all hope. Keep safe, guys. Comment below if any of you guys need any help or support through all of this. Genuinely, I mean this, ping me, drop me a message, and also join the Being Swenglish Facebook group. It's the nicest community of Brits in Sweden out there. And I'm not joking, because many of the other groups are just not pleasant places. In fact, they put you off Sweden, if anything. But my group, I manage very carefully, zero tolerance. I don't allow trolls in there. I don't allow anybody that brings a negative influence, because there are already too many groups like that, which I'm sure you're already aware of. So click that link in the video description and join that group now. It's a great support network. They're all lovely people, and we meet up. I've made some good friends from there, and we meet up quite often. So get yourselves into that group now, and keep happy, and give this video a thumbs up, because we've just got to think positive, haven't we? Cheers, folks.